And looks like we are live. Hey guys, how are you all doing? Anime Over Analyst here, doing something a little bit different, I suppose. I've been trying to do these YouTube streams a little bit more. However, this time around, I'm actually doing all of my Nerdcore reactions here on YouTube. I'm only just going to do 4 today, just to kind of test things out, but they're all around a theme, which is Luffy doing Gear 5. It's Gear 5 Luffy. So I'm going to be reacting to Rustage's Gear 5, Schwabity's Gear 5 Luffy rap, uh, Game Boy Jones's Gear 5 Luffy rap, and Daddy Fat Snap's Gear 5 rap. And I just now realized, like literally just by going through this, that Peso Pete is on the first 3, and Rustage is on another 2. So, like, we're gonna be hearing some of the same boys, but I'm down for that. Peso Beat can be a whole lot of fun to listen to, so I'm just gonna jump right on into it with this first one. This is Rustage's "The Drums of Liberation" featuring the Stupendium and Peso Pete. Okay. Hey Neo, how's it going? Video by Haraku. Okay. The way he moves like Tom and Jerry, that's actually kind of funny because the Luffy, when he goes into Gear 5, that's the most liberating. And I'm expecting like laughing throughout all 4 of these songs. I'm expecting people to just cackle and laugh because Luffy kind of becomes a little demented, not gonna lie. This is the type of character, Luffy, when he is the most free. This is the gear where he is the most free. He can do whatever he wants. And so with that whole Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry bars, because he literally becomes Tom and Jerry. There's several Tom and Jerry gags, like running in place, for instance, and he literally makes Kaido, he literally jump ropes Kaido. Like, this dude's crazy. And so it's such a fun transformation, and so I'm expecting a lot of like Looney Tune references, a lot of like old school cartoon references, because Oda really wanted to go as far old school with this power up as much as possible, and I love it so much. Trying to figure out who's that background vocals. I think that's Stupidium. Son of God, I'm hot and heavy, by the way. That's because Luffy has the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika, which is the sun god in the One Piece universe. And the sun god is also the liberator, the drums of liberation. The god Nika has been known to free slaves. That's what he's known for. And the devil fruit's also been known to elude the world government. I'm going to be going on so many tangents here because I know so much about One Piece. It's my favorite manga of all time. God, do it hot and heavy. Way I move like it's Tom and Jerry. Yep. New fruits cause I popped a cherry. They a bunch of Peters. I'm a horrid Henry. Monster trio, there's a monster. Got a bunch of Peters. That one's going over my head. Don't know that one too much. It's okay, Neo. It is what it is. I don't blame you at all. God, do it hot and heavy. Way I move like it's Tom and Jerry. Love new fruits cause I popped a cherry. They a bunch of Peters. I'm a horrid Henry. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Top here goes like I'm on the merry. Bounce right back to the knob to jelly. When I beat a dead horse, do it long like Shelly. More twists and there was another Tom and Jerry bar, and also I noticed that the sun god, the sun is a ball of gas. It's hot. It's technically heavy, hot and heavy. So that's I think he said light and heavy. Let me quickly check that. But there's like a sun go hot and heavy, yeah, because suns are like super heavy. They're condensed. Monster Trio, that's a monster medley. That's in reference to him, Sanji, and I almost wanted to say Swabity. It is Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro. That's the monster trio. So monster medley. I guess it's reference to that. And as well, there's a trio here: Rustage, Stupidium, and Peso Pete. Okay, Neo, take care. Top your goats like it's the Mary, and you can see the Mary has goat head. That one's pretty obvious. Let me see if this is. Oh, here we go. Maybe I just need a better pixelation, because I was starting to have a hard time seeing what the lyrics were there. Yeah, bounce right back. Okay. He mentioned in comic strip, that's part of his also thing, is like he's very goofy. It's very much like an old-fashioned comic strip. I'm trying to catch as much of these bars as possible, but Rustage is just going off and off and off, and it feels like everything he's saying is like a double and triple bar. So I'm trying to catch as much as I can, but there's so many that's gonna go way over my head. Okay. More twists and turns in novels, okay. What is it? Too bottomless, only meat on my shovel list, loving it. I break the flow with no sponsorship, man. Go leave the blood like it's 4Kids dubbing this. Act like a god, but you met the break the flow like the 4Kids dub. Is that what it said? Because the 4Kids dub is hilarious because they edited a lot of One Piece. Things like they gave Sanji a lollipop instead of a cigarette, which Gintama then joked about. They did a spoof with, where Gintama had actually they thought he was smoking a cigarette, and Gintama just pulls out this giant lollipop. It was great. I love Gintama. So much. Anyways, that's not this. Okay. I make dudes change their hypothesis, like, maybe I'm questioning myself. So I like that, because Kaido is like, what is this dude? What is this? And I feel like that's also a little bit of a reference to all of these One Piece theorists who are like, oh, I believe that, you know, Luffy will go gear 6 when going into what? You know, I don't delve into the theories too much. Some of the One Piece theories are wild, like Crocodile is Luffy's mom and whatnot. So I think that's a little bit dig at the One Piece theorists on YouTube a little bit. Yep. Put meat on shopping list because Luffy powers up with meat. Okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, there's the stupidium. Ooh. I'm about to raise another army. You won't ever stand alone. Even when our morals have to shake. Nice. Drums of liberation sound. I won't ever stop until we make it. Rising to occasion. Drums of liberation sound. Ooh, I'm loving that. That's something that I wish I'd hear more in Nerdcore, to be honest. It's just ambience. So good. Anything grabbable, make it malleable. I love that, because that's part of Luffy's power, his awakened devil fruit, where he can literally turn anything into rubber. It's so fun. And so he literally changes the ground and makes it like a trampoline, and you just see him bouncing all over the place, especially in the anime. The manga, not so much. In the manga, he just changes random things. So, he'll go like make handlebars and stuff. It's so much fun just watching him do anything, because it's literally the limit is his imagination. Whatever he thinks, he can make it happen. The fruit is ridiculous. It's not the most powerful. It still can be beat, and I think the fight against Kaido really showed that he can be beat. But it's really just the extent of his imagination, and I love that so much.
Twisting, grabbable, making it malleable. Fine line for the fun times like a follicle. Let myself go,
Okay.
I'm not unstoppable. Rocking them, wrecking them, straight disrespecting them. Turning your city to world objectively. They want the fruits
Okay.
of my labor, but fuck them haters. Just turning up and we liberate you. If it's juice, then we oop in a minute made 'em. And if bro thinking younger, we simply rate 'em. Watch the story.
Wait, was that a Minute Maid bard? He said turning them to juice. That's a Minute Maid because Minute Maid makes juice. In fact, I drink a lot of like Minute Maid peach juice because I love peach juice. It's like my favorite juice ever. Which wouldn't surprise me if Rustich comes up with like a pineapple juice bar here because he loves pineapple juice.
Go, no, I'm not unstoppable. Rocking them, wrecking them, straight disrespecting them. Turning your city to world objectively. They want the fruits of my labor, but fuck them haters. Just turning up and we liberate you. If it's juice, then we oop in a minute made 'em. And if bro
Okay.
thinking younger, we simply
Yep.
rate 'em. Watch the story you've been working, cause I'm finna rate it. Understate it when I walked in so crazy, but I got the best power.
Got it.
Create. You dumb if you did, you can match what we make.
Okay.
Just trapped in states. That was just these drums that was in my playlist. Ha, Kaido come in. I'm beating them funny, I'm beating them weird. I sent out a borrow breath, but this shit disappeared. Not psych, I'm bringing it back right here.
Setting out a borrow breath and making it disappear because in the anime he literally takes the borrow breath and reverses it and sends it right back at Kaido and had that kind of funny moment where Kaido looks like a burnt crisp and then he shakes it off because that's very old-fashioned cartoony. I loved that scene so much. I really did enjoy the Kaido versus Luffy fights in the anime. I thought it was really well done. I think the episodes themselves were kind of terribly paced, at least that first one. The second one was really good, but the first one, I just felt bad for Hiyori because I didn't want to watch Orochi. I just wanted to watch Kaido versus Luffy, and I just wanted to see as much creative freedom as they could get with that fight, and I kind of wish that they did even more, to be honest, but that's just me being selfish.
That was just these drums that was in my playlist. Ha, Kaido come in. I'm beating them funny, I'm beating them weird. I sent
Okay.
out a borrow breath, but this shit disappeared. Not psych, I'm bringing it back right here. Turn the booties, got loony and put them in hers. Getting done back, getting done funny, what's worse? Fuck a bag of some trick that I blink in my purse. Hearing my joy boy laugh, but they disperse. Even when
What was that Joy Boy bar? Because, Joy Boy is kind of what, Zunisha, the giant elephant that is like I think it's 1,000 years old? Might be more. He got exiled by the world government super long ago, back in the era of Joy Boy, and Joy Boy was like his best friend. And so, in the anime, you see Zunisha being like, I hear the drums of liberation, Joy Boy has returned. And Joy Boy turned out to be Luffy. So, just kind of shows like, okay, whoever had the Luffy, or whoever had the devil fruit way back was probably also very much like Luffy and very much a Joy Boy.
years just trapped in
Just
states.
somebody who's joyful.
Ha, Kaido come in. I'm beating them funny, I'm beating them weird. I sent out a borrow breath, but this shit disappeared. Not psych, I'm bringing it back right here. Turn the booties,
Okay.
got loony and put them in hers. Getting done back, getting done funny, what's worse? Fuck a bag of some trick that I blink in my purse. Hearing my joy boy laugh, but they
Okay.
disperse.
Yep.
Even when our morals have been shaken, I ain't never breaking. Drums of
Great.
liberation
Love this. So much fun.
I won't ever stop until we make it. Rising to occasion, drums of liberation sound.
I'm just vibing with this ambience. The Stupid Idiom is killing it with this ambience. I love it so much.
And if we keep our ears open, every beat we hear, battling despair and fear, choking, I move
Okay.
on with clear focus. I know that we're here, hoping, cause we all can change the future of the world in mere moments. And they heard me.
Nice.
my
We can
name is
change the
known in
future of the world in mere moments because that's literally what Luffy does. Is that I've been watching another YouTube channel called Mugiwara no Goofy, I think is what he's called. And he's literally, all he does is he calls Luffy a crackhead. And I vibe with that so much. Luffy just goes in and in like the span of a day changes everything on like the island that he goes to. And by doing it, he's constantly changing the world. He's becoming... It's so interesting because in a lot of fiction, a lot of novels, it's how the world affects a character and changes the main character. Luffy almost never changes. He's got a little bit of character development. He kind of learns to become a better captain as the adventure goes on, but for the most part, he still kind of stays the same as his dumb old self. And what he really does instead is he changes the world and see how what he does affects the world and the domino effects thereof. I think One Piece is so good because it shows the domino effects of one's action, of Luffy's actions. And I think that's just very powerful.
And if we keep our ears open, every beat we hear, battling despair and fear, choking, I move on with clear focus. I know that we're here, hoping, cause we all can change the future of the world in mere moments. And
Okay.
they heard me, my name is known in every conversation. I can push past all the issues, every single complication. See me smiling, but they know that I have finally
Okay.
lost my patience. When I walk, you hear the beat, you hear the drums of liberation.
Nice.
Can you
I
feel
love
the
that.
drumming in my heartbeat?
Love that.
Can you feel
Feel
the
the drums
rhythm
of
in my bones?
liberation.
I'm about to raise another army. You won't ever stand alone.
Oh, who's the female voice of it? Oh,
Even when
there's some McGuire.
shaking, I ain't never breaking. Drums of liberation sound. I won't ever stop until we make it. Rising to occasion.
Okay.
Drums of liberation sound.
I'm enjoying this chorus here. Okay, that's definitely McGuire. Here, I'll look at that here in a second. Ooh, Stipendium just killed it there. That was great. Okay, who did backups? Because I swear I heard oh, he's not crediting. Oh, additional vocals. McGuire, Hala CG, and Honora VT. I don't recognize Honora, but I love Hala. Love McGuire. And I was thinking it might have been Hala doing the background because she does amazing backups, but I couldn't quite place it. So good for her. Good for her. Yeah, this was dope. Leaving a good old like. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. We're gonna move on to the next one. This is Schwabity's Gear 5 Luffy rap, featuring Peso Peace, and I guess it's called Gear 5 Unlocked, according to that first frame. So let's just jump right on into it.
It's been a while. I'm hearing them for the first time in 800 years.
Okay,
The 808s of liberation.
the 808s of Liberation. That's great.
Boy has returned.
Okay,
Laughing all the way to the bank.
okay. Laughing all the way to the bank. I love that. I love that. I knew that we were gonna get a lot of like tracks with just people straight up laughing, because that is literally Luffy's thing. He just straight up laughs. He just laughs at everyone. So I love that. So it's like they were kind of quoting Zunisha there, but putting their own little spin on that, and I really appreciate that.
Joy Boy has returned.
Kind of sounds like John Cena there a little bit.
Laughing all the way to the bank. Gear 5 unlocked.
Okay.
All the way to the roof. Bitch, I'm the sun god.
Nice.
All the way to the dome. Never make the drum stop.
Okay.
All the way to the top. Gear 5 unlocked.
Okay. Okay.
I'm back.
He did come back from death. Luffy was killed for a hot second there.
Gear 5.
Yep.
Never a clear sky. I bring the lightning. Pummeled with
Okay,
thunder,
so
your fate was
clear the sky, he brings the lightning. And I feel like that's more in reference to the manga. Because in the manga, Luffy literally grabs a bolt of lightning and throws it at Kaido, and it does no damage whatsoever. And I wish they actually did that in the anime, because I thought it was so cool that Luffy just grabs a bolt of lightning and chucks it like Zeus. But they didn't do that. And so that's sad, but I think that's part of that. And then clearing the skies, they did it more in the anime. And the manga, I think he only did it once against Kaido when they first clashed. But in the anime, it was like him coming back to life, him turning into Gear 5, literally parted the clouds once more, which has always been a sign of like a struggle between two Yonko. That's what it used to reference, and now I saw that and I was like, okay, so it just means he's super dope? Question mark? Maybe. The anime just takes liberties too. There's not as much hockey in the manga as there is in the anime.
switching to gear 5. Fear, I never a clear sky.
Okay.
Bring the lightning. Pummeled with thunder, your fate was decided. It's way too one-sided, bro. This isn't fighting.
This isn't fighting. I love that.
Hit him with the better. Bring the goons in. Smoking
Okay.
on the Kaido pack and I'm zooted. This is a beatdown, stupid. This ain't about money. That ain't a reason. This about lifestyle. This about freedom. This about
Nice.
taking whatever you want when you need. If I'm hungry, you bet that I'm eating. Don't give
Yeah. Yummy. I love that. That was funny. That's funny because you know Luffy will eat anything. Like that's literally how he gains his power. He will be in every single arc. He usually gets his butt kicked, and then he eats something, and then he becomes OP. Against Kaido, it happened twice practically. So, yeah, just gotta love that type of characteristic.
That ain't a reason. This about lifestyle. This about freedom. This about taking whatever you want when you need. If I'm hungry, you bet that I'm eating. Don't give a fuck if you want
Nice.
controlling me, holding me down and easy. Can see you ain't even close to getting a hold of me now.
Okay.
Big moves never stand low to the ground. Cause if the arms are up, no, I've got my toes in the clouds.
Okay.
Laughing all the way to the bank. Gear 5 unlocked. Laughing all the way to the roof.
Laughing all the way to the roof because, you know, he fought against Kaido on the roof of Onigashima.
Never make the drum stop. Laughing all the way to the top. Gear 5 unlocked.
Okay.
Man, this shit way too fun.
Yes, it is.
Come here. Matter of fact, hey, yo, Pencil, do your thing.
Gear 4 is whatever, whenever. I'm laughing through any endeavor. And if you
Okay.
fighting, guess I'm better. I'm thinking different, boy, I'm clever. Like matter of fact,
Nice.
boy, it's a different plane. Looking at me insane. This type of swagger, boy, you can't attain. I'm sorry, Gorosei.
I'm sorry, Gorosei. Yeah, I love that because the Gorosei, they're like, we can never grab the devil fruit, the Hito no Mi Madonika. For some reason, it always evades us. And it was like, yep. It almost has a mind of its own. I love that kind of aspect. It's like, huh,
And
yes.
if you fighting, guess I'm better. I'm thinking different, boy, I'm clever. Like matter of fact, boy, it's a different plane. Looking at
Yep.
me insane. This type of swagger, boy, you can't attain. I'm sorry, Gorosei. Stay running, going clear, switching gear, god damn.
Yep.
How it been 800 years and I'm here, god damn.
Nice.
Money ever vesting, always stretching. Think he swole in the squad bench press him, not a question, god damn.
Nice.
I'm a heavyweight, yeah. Look at my stat, bitch, I can do anything.
Okay.
My swagger been awakened, we on elevate. I'm loving while we throwing hands, cause that's the way we settle things. It's 5-point pinnacle. You ain't even got hockey, boy, you think I'm my residual. I'm a legend, I'm a god, I ain't individual. Ain't no way we finna fall flat, thinking I won't
Nice.
bounce back. Bitch, we awaken, I'ma solve that. Damn it.
I love that reference to the Awakened because, like I said earlier, the Gear 5 is technically the Awakened version of the fruits, and Kaido picks up on that, like, almost immediately. He's like, this, for a Paramecia, it has an Awakened property very much like a zone, and he kind of puts that together. It's like, Luffy's probably a zone and not a Paramecia like we all thought he was. And that makes sense. I feel like Oda had been referencing that ever since early on, where there would be some times when some things where Luffy's powers just kind of didn't make sense. Like the whole like blowing into his hand to make his fist larger. Like you're sitting there, it's like, I guess if you think of like a balloon, and that's Luffy's imagination. A lot of his attacks actually comes from things that he saw, like when he went up against Arlong, he did this whole pinwheel move, which is in reference to the little pinwheel that the one of the characters around the village had on his head. And so he saw that pinwheel and did that move. Gear 2nd was in reference to, I believe, the train that they took from Water 7 to Eddie's Lobby. So Luffy will see things around him and then create different things. Like he will create his moves based off of what he sees. So really, his power is his imagination and how far it goes. So like that reference to the awakening there. You're gonna elevate because he also jumps up and down with the awakened fruit. Yep. Yep. Nice. This is just dope. I've been really enjoying these songs. Really capturing the vibe of Luffy, just being like, I'm free, I'm doing whatever I want. Hey! Yeah. My peak. Yeah, that's what he said. I love that. Just some of the back and forth. I love it when artists do that too, when they just kind of go back and forth there. It's so much fun. So, Next up, we've got Game Boy Jones's rap song Switch My Gear, also with Peso Pete's. Peso Pete's just going on a roll here. He's like, oh, my boy Luffy, going Gear 5? You know I gotta hit that. Okay. Going on a bit of a different vibe here. Okay, we got a singing Jones. I appreciate singing Jones. Okay. I was actually counting the number of times that he said switch my gear. I think there he said it 4 times towards the end. It was like other 4 or 5. So kind of was picking up on that. Yeah, I always enjoy Game Boy Jones when he sings. He's got a great voice. Always wish that he sings a lot on his tracks. I need to listen to more Game Boy Jones, let's be honest here. Yeah, really enjoyed that. Woke up and made it happen. Okay. Okay. 4 times is perfectly fine. Who is this? That's that really Peso Pete? I just don't recognize Peso here. I'm used to Peso being like aggressive. I'm not used to him singing that. Is that really Peso? Sorry, it took me by surprise. It legitimately took me by surprise here. Okay. Okay. Smile through the sorrow, because that's Luffy's thing, is always smiling. Okay. Was that some like 8-bit stuff in the background? It almost sounded like an 8-bit like legit Game Boy. Which I wonder if that's what Game Boy Jones is actually going for. Who knows? Okay. I mean, not too much of a fan of the verse itself, just the way it sounds, but that's just me. It's just not my vibe. But overall, just like the message. Okay. Yep, crew knows he's the captain. That's tough. Do like this vibe though, just the whole switch my gear, because of course that's all Luffy. Okay. 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 Okay, I see what he did there. There's Kaido think he's dragging my mood down, thinking that he's gonna make Luffy upset, and Luffy's like, nah, fam, I'm having the time of my life. And actually, in turn, Kaido's like, great, I'm having the time of my life. I haven't fought anyone since Odin, and that was just a cheap fight. Yeah. Yep. His bounty is just too. Okay. Okay. X on the chest because you think gonna be a target. That's actually interesting because he got the X on his chest when he went up against. Well, it wasn't when he went up against a Kainu or. Sorry, yeah, I think it's a Kainu. I'm trying to remember the lava marine. I think that's a Kaino. Yeah. Where he made Ace a donut. and Luffy got a secondhand impact from that. So, yeah, that's what the yaks happen on his chest. Okay. Get off the wave. Okay. Okay. I think I went a little too far back, but that's perfectly fine. Okay. Got that whole bounce back vibe. I feel like Rustage is the one that originally coined that. Okay. We got our laughing. Alright. Okay. I'm loving this switch up. I'm enjoying this switch up here. I was feeling like we were gonna need that in this song, and I think this is the right move to go. This is great with Luffy just straight up laughing because he was having the time of his life, and then they're like, all right, now we're really gonna eat. All right.
Shit, ready for what you got? I got
okay.
Else on lock. If I can touch it, it's a prop. And this shit raps if you unlock. Could never get close. They didn't see me power.
Remix. Oh, I wonder if this was an original song that he had earlier, and that's what he's doing. Maybe I just missed the original song. Okay. Okay.
That's why all that planning shit is vital. Running back. I'm sending out attacks. Better survive them. Bitch, watch out when I come through, cause it's not a game. Big hits out the big body like
Okay. I'm enjoying the second half a lot more than I did the first half. I'm really enjoying this. I love the back and forth that they're doing. It's very fresh, and then just the conversational that it is really makes it unique. I'm enjoying that a lot.
Running back. I'm sending out attacks. Better survive them. Bitch, watch out when I come through, cause it's not a game. Big hits.
Okay.
Big body like when I pull back, then it's bounce away. Thought that I was cocky to my hockey, put them all to shame.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there's the jump roping Kaido. I love that scene so much. Okay. 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 Love that. I love that remix so much. That ending there, that really sold the song for me there. That first half I was kind of wishy-washy with, but that when that beat dropped and they just started eating there, I love that so much. It really enhanced the track. I'm just gonna listen to that end again. Okay. I love the you think you're too goofy. I love that. Gear 50. That was great. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that end a lot. Gonna leave Game Boy Jones a good old like, and we're gonna move on to the next track. And the final one that I'm reacting to, this is Daddy Fat Snap's Luffy track featuring Rustage and Ben Schuler. I'm excited for this, so we're just jumping right on into it. Okay, I'm gonna turn this one up even more. Okay, it's gonna hit final masterpiece. Okay. Wait, was that a freaking Wendy's bar? Like, Wendy's the fast food chain? Okay. Okay. Ooh, this has the nastiest beat of all the ones I've reacted to. Oh my god, the beat on this one's gross. Love the switch up that Rustage is doing. With it's like no berry, no Mary. So good.
like Benny. You don't want to square up with me, no weddies. Making
Okay.
it brown like Mary. Last straw, they be yet to blue for the berry. My crew get it ready. My
Okay.
dudes get it fused cause the music's trending. Next hype man, way I move like Benny. Rubber hose boy, that's a Toontown MC. Drawn to the page of the cruise.
That's a Toontown MC. I love that Toontown. That's one. Is that a reference to freaking Yu-Gi-Oh with the Toontown cards? Or no, Toontown was an actual video game. It was it used to be an old kind of like an MMO that was super popular about 15, 20 years ago. If I remember correctly, like back with like Wizards 101 and that type of stuff. And I wonder what happened to it. It just kind of fell off the face of the earth. But it was one of like the original kind of open worlds that you could just do random stuff, and it was supposed to be a lot of fun. Like the main gag was like you could throw pies at people's face. I think that was Toontown. Yeah, because Yu-Gi-Oh was Toon World. That was an interesting game. I never really got the chance to play it, but I loved watching the commercials of it on TV.
You don't want to square up with me, no weddies. Making go brown like Mary. Last straw, they be yet to blue for the berry. My crew get it ready. My dudes get it fused cause the music's trending. Next hype man, way I move like Benny. Rubber hose boy, that's a Toontown MC. Drawn to the page of the cruise, so sketchy. Found the shit an activist. After that, the captain kid, the captain mid. I be said a narrative, no asterisk.
Did he just call like Captain Kid Captain Mid? Oh my gosh, Captain Kid, useless. They call him Useless Kid for a reason, because Captain Kid is useless. He is terrible. I think that was the reference. That was great.
So Toontown MC drawn to the page of the cruise, so sketchy. Found the shit an activist. After that, the captain kid, the captain mid.
Yep.
I said a narrative, no asterisk. They be getting lost, they don't know what the chapter is. Cause
Yep.
I want a brother, sun god in the skies is
Okay.
Blood drips down like it's watercolors. They can see me smiling the roaring thunder.
Blood drips down like it's watercolors, because when you do watercolor painting, obviously the colors strip down. I'm getting those surface level bars. I'm at least gonna try and get the surface level ones, because y'all know I can't get any deeper than that for sure.
Asterisk. They be getting lost, they don't know what the chapter is. Cause I want a brother, sun god in the skies is torn asunder. Blood drips down like it's watercolors. They can see
Torn
me
asunder
smiling
the
the
skies,
roaring
like I was
thunder.
saying earlier. Yep, we got more laughing you, Luffy.
Standing at the summit, then I'm managing with
Okay, I gotta say the drums on this one is nuts. The drums here is crazier than any of the previous 3 tracks that I've listened to. I'm loving the drums. It's really giving that actual Drums of Liberation vibe. And I think it's kind of based off of in the anime, because the drums in the anime are almost bongos, which I thought that they'd be more like war drums, like snares, and they're not. They're more like I said, bongos. They're a lot higher pitched, and hollower sounding. So, just very interesting. The way that choice.
watercolors. They can see me smiling the roaring thunder. Watch it pouring one.
Okay. Yeah, definitely got those bongos there. Okay. They say they're dogs, but they act so goofy, and then they had the whole Scooby-Doo freaking sound effect with the running away. And then, of course, Goofy is a dog and himself, and freaking Disney. So, freaking, I love that bar so much. That's a bar. I like that.
Standing at the summit, then I'm managing with Luffy. Every film I'm
Okay.
running like an animated movie. Rather gonna chuckle than the man that coming to me. Say they dogs, but they act so goofy. I got block your number. Get back up like it's Chumbawamba. Right
Okay.
So the coppers splutter. I be dragging these nuts on the front and cover. Cause they're gonna
Okay.
when I leave the crowd, the people sound are never gonna keep it down. My fist, he's seeking rounds. Cause man's at a 5 and bro, I can't even count. Now I've been reaching
Okay.
my boiling point. Way that I hit going boy or yoin. They can go beat up my body no matter the damage. They ain't gonna destroy my voice.
I love that they can beat up my body, but no matter the damage, they ain't gonna destroy my voice. I love that. I love the confidence in this song. I feel like this song has Rustage being so much more confident and playful than his only freaking rap. I think Rustage just was like, "Oh, I'm on a DPS track. Well, I'm gonna just enjoy myself. I'm gonna have fun," and he could really tell this was such a good fit for a DPS. Amazing fit too. I grab Rustage. And I don't remember the last time these guys collaborated. Like, it's gotta have been a while.
crowd, the people sound are never gonna keep it down. My fist, he's seeking rounds, cause man's at a 5 and bro, I can't even count.
Nice.
Now I've been reaching my boiling point. Way that I hit going boing. They can go beat up my body no matter the damage they ain't gonna destroy my voice.
Nice. I love that. That was nuts.
I'm about to hit my final masterpiece.
Okay.
To a level that you haven't seen, so won't you be mad at me when I am the king? I'm the
Nice. When I'm the king, because obviously Luffy wants to become the Wizard King. Not Wizard King. Sorry, that's Black Clover. He wants to be the Pirate King. Oh my god, how did I freaking think Black Clover? Wow, that's embarrassing.
Won't you be mad at me when I am the king? I'm the
Nice.
You should
Yep.
know that by now. I'm the boss. Check the tape, yeah, you know I got the soul. Now I'm
Nice.
I never lost. This ain't a game, yeah, you know that I'm the boss.
Okay. And we got the drums of liberation going again. What's with the freaking driving car bars? They're just like, I'm gonna grab the stick shift and like take off. That's hilarious. Okay. I'm an idiot. Gear 5 has a shifting into the 5th gear in a freaking gear shift truck. Why did it take me so long to get that? And I was expecting that type of bar, but when going into these reactions, this is the first time someone's actually made that attribution of like, oh yeah, we're gonna actually go and shift gears. Like, I grew up with a gear shift truck. How in the world did I not pick up with that? I'm gonna back that up a little bit here. Third try and still alive because he got beaten down 3 tries. 3 times. What was that gaslight bar? If you, I run my gaslight like a gas in a car, but gaslight is also like when you're saying, when somebody goes, oh yes, this never happened, and then, really it happened, and they're just lying straight to your face, but pretending that it never happened. And it all comes from a movie called Gaslight, where this guy would turn down the light on the lamp a little bit every night, and it would drive his wife crazy because she goes, wait, it's getting darker in here. And he goes, no, it's not. Nope, it's not getting darker in here, until it was completely off. And she goes, wait, what happened to the lights? And he goes, there was never any light. What are you talking about? That's gaslighting, and that's where the term came from.
Gaslight, I'm still driving, I'm like gas, and you gaslight, then it's meal time, and I stay sharp, going sword, so I think spark, no, I still rhyme. You say you
Okay.
want something real, but it takes real time, halfway talk
Okay.
about real time, and it's too long. Oh, well, that's too bad, cause your bitch like it, you below the belt, you get hits fired, them.
Oh, I love the meme. I love the meme. I thought that was a dead meme. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that's been a dead meme, and there we go. DPS bringing back a dead meme. Gears fried. Okay, gears fried. See the gaslight, like the light in the car. Okay, that's what that gaslight is.
Gear 5 that I to the gears fried, fuck a gaslight. I'm still driving, I'm like gas, and you gaslight, then it's meal time.
Yep.
I stay sharp, going sword, so I think spark, no, I still rhyme. You say you want
Okay.
something real, but it takes real time, halfway talking
Okay.
about real time. Man, it's too long. Oh, well, that's too bad, cause your bitch like it. You below the belt, you get hits fired, them knowledge, tell me them hips slide. You know, one
Okay.
clip, them lips slide on that one piece till a bitch die. They want one piece.
Okay.
One piece, and that lips fire. Bouncing, I'm rounding off several syllables, simple than settling several quibbles. I'm cackling why?
What was that? What was that? What was that? Bouncy, I'm bounding off several syllables. Oh, freaking DPS's wordplays is nuts. Oh, his wordplays are always nuts. Making multiple syllable rhymes. Like, I once saw this post, I think it was a year ago, of one of his songs. I think it was his Dobby rap, where the dude literally color-coded every single rhyme, and it looked like a freaking rainbow. It was so nuts with all the internal rhymes. And here we go, DPS doing it once again with just all these freaking internal rhymes. How in the world does he do this? Nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, that type of flow there, I recognize from his Invincible rap. Which one was it? I think it was the father one. I haven't watched Invincible, so I don't remember which character is which, but I think it was the father one that, yeah, and he was complaining about his son being a bitch. Yeah, I recognize that flow.
Cause none of you bitches formidable. Go, put the hit on the seven. Crucial bitches, I'ma make you some widows. Got them slumped now, so I'ma sit them up. So bad with the devil, let me interrupt.
Yep. Okay. Jeez. Okay, nice. All I hear is monkey. He says muscle, but I hear monkey. Nice. Don't you be mad at me when I am the king. Nice. That was fire. I enjoyed that a lot. And I don't normally listen to DPS raps, but that one was great. There was one more that I just saw that yes. Okay, so this one I'm going to... Yeah, this came out 11 months ago. I thought so. So this one I've been playing a lot on my playlist. This is The Man Be His Law. And I fell in love with this song when I was on my hiatus, and I've never done a reaction to it. And this will be more of a breakdown and then I've been meaning to do this, honestly, is kind of break down his track, because he really goes into the backstory of Wano and all that a lot more than anyone else does. So and I'll give my couple thoughts here, because it's definitely not a perfect song, but I really just love the vibe of it so much. I'll leave a good old like already.
Let the sun shine down. To God, goddamn fire flying through him, hot-handed, riding with my crew when I'm in it, captain.
Okay, so with the fire in hand, that's the Red Hawk. That's one of Luffy's attacks where he's got like fire fists, and it's in reference to Ace passing. This is probably the one nitpick I have with this song, and it happens here and it happens a little bit later, where it feels like the words are too scrunched together. This is literally my only nitpick. It's like, I have a hard time following the words because it feels like they're rushed. When he'll slow down a little bit later, and it's amazing, and really goes with the Drums of Liberation vibe with the beat. But here it just feels a little too rushed, and maybe that's on purpose.
Shine down. To God, goddamn fire flying through him, hot-handed, riding with my crew when I'm in it, captain. The sun dies down. They make the cool by antics. Pick this and them all gigantic. Pick the emperor. I stand standing on my feet. You could not beat me.
This is where it gets really good. I like this. I love that. Tried to deal me a card, but that's not my first ace, as in reference to Ace's brother. As well as all the cards are literally all of Kaido's captains are card references, like Jack, Queen, King. And then technically Doflamingo was quote unquote the Joker, which I think was an original crew member, like that Oda was kind of thinking of, and then he scrapped that idea. But he still kind of kept the Joker vibe, because Doflamingo still assisted, and he was a wild card theoretically. He still assisted Kaido, so I love that reference here. Gonna be breaking these down.
First place, trying to pull my card, you couldn't deal me, not the first ace. Baddies see the bounty and they reeling and they hearse. Made a generation
Reeling.
shift, now
Yep.
you're dealing with the worst case in point.
Dealing with a generation case, now we're dealing with the worst. Yeah. Okay. So, because Luffy is considered part of the worst generations, this whole new generational shift that took place after the time skip. And you know, Trafalgar Law, Useless Kid, yes, he's useless, and Bonnie, and all sorts of like the supernovas, they became the worst generation. And so that was a bar on the worst generation, as Luffy being one of the worst, and soon becoming an Emperor of the Sea.
They hearse, made a generational shift, now you're dealing with the worst case in point. I'm the boy with the
I
joy
love
in
this
my
flow.
name.
This is
All
so
the joy
fun.
Any ploy that employ the deranged make you join in the void with your boys that I slayed. Cause you failed to raise the bar up. Moogie, Doofy, Moogie, Wada, you know what's death when I
Mugiwara, that's Japanese for straw hat. So everyone in the anime will call him Mugiwara, has said straw hat Luffy. That's in that reference. Yeah, his flow here is amazing. I love his flow so much here.
employ the deranged make you join in the void with your boys that I slayed. Cause you failed to raise the bar up. Doofy, Moogie, Wada, you know what's death when I spot him. I started out from the bottom, now Yonko I beat and topple him. Room to
Nice.
bottomless crew couldn't move anonymous body from and they body them loose as a hippopotamus. God and I roll on top of God.
So in that little part there, I wish that he enunciated a little bit better, because his flow was amazing. I love his flow so much, but I just lose him a little bit. It's like he's slurring his words a little too much here.
That's when I spot him. I started out from the bottom. Now Yonko I beat and topple him. Room to improve his bottomless crew couldn't move anonymous body from and
Yep.
they body them loose as a hippopotamus. God and I roll on top of
Hippopotamus God, I'm blanking on that one.
again. I come alive when I beat up a
I love this. Come alive when I beat up a villain.
I'm bleeding but chilling. You couldn't shun my smile. The light of the vigilant.
Chicken. Oh, shaken. I always thought he said chicken. I'm not gonna lie. I always thought he just said chicken, because Luffy is just nuts for food, for meat. And so I literally, this is the first time I've looked at the lyrics. I legitimately thought that was always chicken that he was saying. That's funny. I'm gonna back that up.
On my island, I'm bleeding but chilling. You couldn't shun my smile. The light of the vigilant.
The light of a vigilant. Nice. Your balloons and tower of defense. I'm seeing a lot more bars now. I'm liking that.
Rocking with the prophet cause they trying to throw me off. Launching like a rocket, taking on Nigashima. Want it on. God on the track, we can
Nice.
static. Sun God on my homies with static. So
Yep.
mighty, but I'm known to be erratic when I go tight T. It's about to get Jurassic, so I'll plant my feet where the problem
Okay.
is. And I will fight for the right cause and honor them. I'll restart off the line of the god again. Not the time to stand idle like Hollow Man. Gear 1, Gear 2.
Once again, this was the second part where I felt like he sped up too fast and I lost what he was trying to say. Now that I have the lyrics in front of me, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But even with the lyrics in front of me, I'm just kind of sitting there like, yeah, I get what's going on a little bit, but I'm still losing a lot.
Static, so mighty, but I'm known to be erratic when I go tight T. It's about to get Jurassic, so I'll plant my
Go
feet where the
Tight T, go,
problem is. And I'll
okay,
fight for the right cause and
Tyrannosaurus
honor them.
Rex,
I'll restart off the line of the god again.
Jurassic,
Not the time to stand idle like
got
Hollow
that.
Man. Gear 1, Gear 2, Gear 3, Gear
And that was also one of Kaido's dinosaurs. Like, he's got a lot of bars and bars. I just couldn't hear him. Nice. 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 And I love this hook. This hook is so catchy. I love it so much. Nice. To the force that, oh, I just now realized, to the tune force that I have awakened. Okay, to the tune force, the power that I have awakened. Got it, got it. I've always didn't hear the tune force, I just hear the force that I have awakened, but that makes sense. That makes sense because, of course, he literally becomes a Looney Tune.
I'm breaking out. Cause I'm over the moon for this. Heartbeats in tune to it. Drums of liberation. Beat up the gods of the beat seating, starting to pull apart at me harder. It'll keep beating. I'm hardened to keep beating. I'm
and I love the flow. This flow is amazing because it's really sounds like a drum beat. The way that he's really enunciating the consonants here. I think this is very important. The way that his bars are structured up, and the way that he's able to pinpoint every single consonant is super important here, because it really makes it sound like a heartbeat, which is what he's going for here. And so I really like what he's doing with just the dun 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 dun. It makes it sound so good and so crisp.
The beat seating, starting to pull apart at me harder. It'll keep beating. I'm hardened to keep beating. I'm hardly a weak being. God, I'm striving for the beef while I'm starving for meat. Bring it. I'm
starving for meat.
I char on the heat, seething the scar, and I'm keeps bleeding. A scar with the beat demon, a furiously kneel pleading. And here I have reached peak of it. Whole entire prophecy still couldn't beat me in it. Bringing the peace.
Whole entire, I love that prophecy.
From the freedom of your sadness and all your commands done. Never gonna follow what's called or demand done. So I listen to the law, put all of your hands up. I'm the son.
Love that. I listened to the law and put all your hands up. I love that, because that's kind of in reference to Trafalgar Law, except he kind of doesn't listen to Trafalgar Law. Let's be honest here. Law will be like, hey, we need to sneak in, and Luffy's like, charge in. Okay, I'll charge in. Law would be like, this is a stealth mission. Oh, so that means I just charge in and punch whoever's the baddest? Sounds good to me. Yep, that's Luffy. It's so funny, because Law thought he would have this super serious alliance, and then all the Straw Hats go up to Law and be like, you do realize who you just made an alliance with, right? This is Crackhead's Luffy. Love that so much.
Up from the freedom of your sadness and all your commands done. Never gonna follow what's called or demand done. So I listen to the law, put all of your hands up. I'm the sun god. I got this feeling I'm living again. I come alive. When I beat up a villain, it'll become my island. I'm bleeding but chilling. You couldn't shun my smile. The light of the vigilant in me. Shaking.
Nice.
With the power that I've awakened. Your balloons at the tower defense. I'm breaking out. Cause I'm over the moon for this. Heartbeats in tune to it. Drums of liberation.
Yeah, this track was great. It's fantastic. Like I said, I've got my little nitpicks here and there, but that's me. Shout out to him. And yeah, that's going to be it for this reaction. I hope you all enjoy all 5, and plus this special bonus one. This one's been one of my favorite ones that I've been listening to for a while. So when I saw that pull up in suggestion, I knew I had to kind of shout out this dude because he did a great job with this track. I hope you all take care, and I will see you all later. Oh, and let me know in the comment section down below once this stream ends, if you want to see more streams like this, where instead of doing one video a day, I just kind of choose a couple days of the week and just do a whole bunch of reactions at once. Let me know down below. Yeah, so with all that being said, I'll see y'all later. Peace out.